Welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We are so excited to be back, and we have a wonderful guest for you joining us. We've got Casey Miller here with the Southwest Institute of Healing Arts. Casey, for people that don't know, what is SWIHA? Can you tell us a little bit about you and what SWIHA is?
Oh, absolutely. Southwest Institute of Healing Arts is a nationally accredited college, but we like to think of ourselves as a conscious community, meaning that yes, we're a community college. You can come and get a degree and you can use federal financial aid just like you can at a other college, but what we are is we're conscious. We look at what are people coming into school doing, what's their consciousness, and how do they want to just blast through what has kept them back into a new consciousness. So that's why we say that we're a conscious community, and it is a community. Once you begin to take classes, whether it's just one class or a whole program or degree, you're connected with like-minded people, and that's truly a consciousness. Like once you start to vibe with your tribe, it makes such a big difference in what you're going to be able to come out of your life from and do with your life. So we're really a college that helps people begin to do their dream in a way that they never thought possible.
I love that. So what kind of programs can you do at SWIHA? And do you have to do a whole program, or can you just take classes?
You can do anything from one class, 4 hours, to a 2-year degree. So we started as a massage college 33 years ago, and then 33 years ago. Is that exciting? So started with massage, and then we have added aesthetics, yoga, nutrition, online, yoga nidra, Reiki, all sorts of energy programs. So what's the bottom line? It's all about wellness and transformation. Mm-hmm. Like, what is it that you would want to do? Would it be just one class on, say, Reiki energy? Mm-hmm. Would it be a whole program on yoga? Would you want to come out realizing you're ready for a new career to do massage, aesthetics, hypnotherapy, yoga nidra? So anything that's in the wellness, transformational area, that's us.
Yeah. So, Casey, we love your beautiful necklace, but I'm going to have you tuck it into your shirt so it doesn't hit your mic, so we can hear everything you're saying.
Okay, I'll take it off.
It's so
I understand.
gorgeous.
I understand.
Yeah. No, it's the most beautiful piece. I keep staring at all of her jewelry, honestly. But so now I'm curious. You probably did this at a time when a lot of these modalities and things were not super accepted or widely known. Can you talk a little bit about like your origin story and how that all happened?
Absolutely, absolutely. 33 years ago, massage was still like massage. Like you'd get I remember my father saying, "Oh, so you're going to be starting a massage parlor?" And this was the good thing. He sent out a Christmas letter that says, "My daughter's starting a massage parlor. I'm sure she's going to be good at that." And I'm like, "Thanks, Dad, you don't understand." Because one thing about my dad, he was always proud of me. So no matter what I was going to be.
Yeah.
And so, yes, it was very, very different. But this was the piece. I had a career. I had been in public relations and marketing, had that whole career, and I realized it wasn't really who I was. And so I decided that I wanted to really do something where my heart was. And at the time, it was literally helping to small businesses do what they needed to do.
Okay.
And I helped a massage therapist start her business. And I got so excited and interested that the Small Business Administration, for the first time ever, gave a woman seed money. So that was that was like 35 years ago. So that was a very big thing. And we were able to launch her business as a massage therapist. So I got very excited about that and was asked by a massage school to come in and teach other massage therapists how to be a successful business person.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, and one day they said, "Well, we have a problem. We need a body in the massage class." I'm like, "I'm a body. I can do that. How hard is this? Lay down, right?" So I get a massage, and at the end, the lady says, "Now you massage me." It's like, no, I'm the marketing person. Remember, I can help you. And I put my hands on this person's back, and literally as I was going up her back, I left my body. And I saw my future. Like, I saw it so clearly that I would be teaching lots of people and that it would make a huge impact on people's lives. And right then, I stayed in that class and became a massage therapist.
Wow.
Yeah, that was even longer ago. And after a while, I realized that I was really good at this, and I wanted to start teaching massage. So I went to the school owner and said, yes, I'm a great business person, but I want to teach massage as well. And he wouldn't let me because he was afraid that I would get too good and go start my own school. And guess what? I did. Guess what? It was like, what are you talking about? And so to me, that's always, there is no such thing as competition.
Yeah.
It's only people that are in the same field. Not that he didn't feel that I was competition at the time.
Right.
And we did start something very, very different. We started a school that allowed spirit to be a part of it, that it was more than Western massage, that we used the good word, the God word, the spirit word. And that's always been what has set us apart, that we've been spirit driven, and that we always say, you'll know what class you need to come and take or that you want to take. It's going to show up on your body, goosebumps, God's bumps.
Right.
So that's how I started. I started by destiny. It's like when you see your future, and I always say, I can't say that you're going to put your hands on somebody's body and you're going to leave your body, but you might. You might, because it's a new consciousness.
Yeah.
If there's anything that's common about our students is they'll come in with stories of can't. My father said this, my mother said this, a teacher said this, and it was a paralyzing experience. So if there's anything that my heart's love is, I know I'm here to do, is to create crystallizing experiences in people's lives. And that's what Southwest Institute of Healing Art does. We crystallize your dream and begin to give you the education or the confidence, a new consciousness that you can do whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
And so we love to find the can'ts so that we can create the cans.
Well, and I love that back in the day I was working at a restaurant, and I know I had at least one staff person who was then taking classes at your school. And it was just, and it's like the moment she started talking about it, you could see the smile, her body language, posture, everything changed when she talked about it.
Love that.
Yeah, I mean, and so you could see this was really feeding energy to her in a different way. More than just the money she was making, but now she was going off and doing something, and hearing you talk, it's so empowering.
Yeah. So that's one of our mottos, is the word, the school with great energy. And that it is about understanding and harnessing the energy. Like, what is it that has kept you small, and how can we create this new piece of energy so that they're talking about it, they're excited about it, they see themselves in a new way. So absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you find that your school attracts people that are looking for that career piece, or people that are looking for maybe just a new way of existing and kind of experiencing the world, or a combination of both?
It is a combination of both. It is a combination. It's like sometimes people are a little bit lost, and so they'll come because we have, for years and years and years, we've said, come and discover your gifts. And that's really what people are looking for. Like, is anyone lost? No, not really. I always say you're not lost, you're just in this creative search. And so that's why people will come and just take a little class maybe. Yeah. So yes, on that. Mostly what we find is that people they have an idea that they want to serve, that there's something in them that is kind of itching to be with other people. So massage, Reiki, aesthetics, yoga, it's a way of serving. In the end, those that come are looking for a way to really be with people on a conscious way. Now, some people start because they are in a healing, and they come to a healing arts, and yet always a part of their healing is, how can I serve others? I mean, think about it. If you've known anybody, or if you've ever been in a healing crisis, you think it's about you until you get outside of you. And like, how can I serve others? And then that's really where they find their true self.
Yeah.
Well, and then I also love, as you've got the student body, but then you also need patience.
We need community.
Right, that community to help them evolve. And so I love being that role of getting massage, getting Reiki from a variety of different people, because everyone's got their own little style and difference of what they do.
Yeah.
And so it's really kind of fun to see those differences and help them work on their bedside manner.
Yeah.
And then the first Friday of every month, and we've done this now for almost 25 years, we always have the first Friday of every month. It's a community opening where we come and there's always a motivational speaker, and then it's the students giving samples of what their passion is so that they begin to develop a confidence. And literally, we've done this the first Friday for so many years, and it becomes a community event. And we have it in the community room, and it's that we're a big community. And so it's helping, again, to create new tribes for people.
Yeah, I love that. And I think you serve such a crucial role right now. I mean, I love that. I think there's still a long way to go, but that idea of consciousness and mindfulness in the workplaces, in our relationships, in everything that we do is finally starting to be something that like we can talk about. You know? So I just love that you've built a whole school that is around that consciousness and that awareness. So I do have to ask you though, because one of the things that you have coming up is a fire walk. Yeah, and like,
I know, I was wondering when that was going to come up. I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking of like my little hobbit feet, you know, trying to walk on fire. But tell us about this.
The fire walk, this is our 5th year to do this.
Okay.
And yet, 40 years ago, I was doing my first fire walk with a man named Anthony Robbins. Most people know Anthony Robbins is this gigantic...
I was going to say, like Tony Robbins?
Robbins. Tony Robbins was my original mentor.
Oh, wow.
And I can say that he is a friend. And 40 years ago, when I walked on fire, it was the beginning of the dream that now is Sweha. So that's why this is so incredibly wonderful.
Right.
And so 5 years ago, we had a chance to have a training where I'm a fire walk leader now.
Okay.
James Patrick is a fire walk leader. And so why not do it in January? Like, ooh, the best time ever to do it in January, right? And so it's so exciting. Why do we do it? It's because people stand at the front of a line looking at something they can't do. Mm-hmm. But they can. And that's the whole thing. It's like, what's the thing that will burn you? What's the mindset that will burn you? My first experience was I was with Tony Robbins, and I was standing at the beginning, and I was like teetering. And I know that somebody kind of pushed me because that's how, like, I can't do this. But at that time in my life, that was my mindset. I can't do this.
Yeah.
So I'm walking across fire, and I'm just trucking along, going wonderful. And in my mind, I said, I wonder if this is. And right then, when I put my foot down, it sizzled. And I got the biggest blister ever. Ooh. And it's exactly what I needed. Now, I can tell you this, in 5 years, no one has blistered. Why? Because we know that that's what we have to teach. Like, what is the mindset that could possibly burn you?
Yeah.
Not only on the fire, but could keep you back from doing the career or doing the dream that you want.
Right.
So for me, I realized I needed that experience.
Yeah.
I realized that I had so many what ifs. I am not a what if person anymore. I don't think about the what ifs other than what if it's amazing. Not about wonder if this is. No. Yeah. So that's why we do the fire walk. And that's why it's so incredibly exciting. Like, we'll have 100 people with us. We have drums, we have breath, we have motivation. And it's the time for people to really look at what has held you back. And is this something that could be the year that you move forward? Now, this is going to be a great year because this is the year of the wood snake. Do you know that?
What is
2025.
Okay.
It's the spirit animal for this is the wood snake.
Okay.
So this is going to be amazing because wood, fire, snake, shed what doesn't serve you. And so this is going to be a blow away year. Plus, going into 2025, if you add all those numbers together numerologically, it's 9.
Okay.
It's the year of finishing things. So what are you ready to shed off? What are you ready to walk through? What's the fire you want to create in your life? Like, oh my gosh.
Well, I'm ready. Thank God I'm ready.
And what are you doing on Saturday, January 25th? You have to be there with us.
Okay, so wait, how does that work? Like, I assume, like, can you show up and just walk, or do you have to take a class?
You do need to take the class.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was going to say,
I was like, that seems terrifying.
No,
Okay.
we have had people say, could we just show up? Now,
Yeah.
you can show up and be a cheerleader.
You can watch.
So you can watch.
Okay.
And we always say, if you're there to watch, come at 6 o'clock and be in the community.
Okay.
And we're going to give you a drum, and we're going to give you shakers, and because
Let's
part
go,
of
Marshall.
it, no, come and be a part of the firewalk. So it's called the Peak Performance Conference. It
Okay.
starts at 10 o'clock in the morning, and by about 6 o'clock, we have you take a deep breath and say, go get lunch, and if you can't do this, don't come back.
Oh, wow.
Nobody doesn't come back.
Wow.
Nobody doesn't
Wow.
come back because they're ready.
Yeah.
Right.
And so by that time, friends, community, everybody's there, they're watching, and it's so motivating. Like maybe it isn't your day, your year to walk,
Yeah.
but to be there to cheerlead somebody through that they're going to walk. It's amazing because at the end we always say catch your person. Like at the end, cheer them.
Yeah.
Like make sure that they viscerally experience this amazing success of walking on fire and having people be proud of them. Like who needs to be proud of you? We take pictures and we say send that to
Yeah.
whoever it is that said that you couldn't do this, or send that to your best cheerleader. So it is one of the most incredible things that we do now. We're in this 5th year of tradition, and oh, it's such an amazing thing. Now, we always say, okay, if that isn't the thing, maybe you'll come and you'll take a yoga class and do a pose you've never done. It's a similar thing. Maybe you'll take yoga teacher training and you'll stand and teach your very first class. That's fire too.
Yeah.
Like do something
Do something.
that you haven't done,
Yeah.
and change the consciousness. So the best way to change consciousness is fire. Like, fire up!
Fire is the way.
Fire is the way.
Yeah.
Burn off whatever doesn't
Yeah.
serve you. And so everything is metaphoric, really.
Right.
And that's what the fire walk is. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
And yet, more than ever, it's creating a new consciousness.
That's cool. I'm definitely planning on at least attending.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Casey, it's been so great talking
Thank
with
you.
you. Please share how people can learn more about SPIHA or get in touch with you or find out if they want to take the class to walk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're on every social media, so it's under SWIHA, SWIHA. You can do info@swiha.edu. I'm Casey Miller, and I'm on all sorts of social media. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I just want to say, I love your consciousness.
Oh, thank
That to me is what your show is bringing. And I'm so glad that you're back because you are bringing a new consciousness to business and to the way that people find other people. So thank you for your consciousness.
Thank you very much. So thrilled you were our first guest.
I know.
back.
I was
That
like,
cool.
wow.
I know. Wow. Anne told me, and I was like, she's our first guest.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we're gonna be a mess, but okay.
It's good. It's good.
Well, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
We will be right back after a quick break with some things to do, some holiday
Yeah, all
celebrations.
kinds of fun stuff.
I'm going to be getting ready for a fire walk, possibly.
Yeah.
We don't know. We'll be right back after this
Good.
break.
Good.